Hello guys, I am Flash Isaac, and today I'll be taking you through how to calculate the determinants of a 2 by 2 matrix. In my previous videos on matrices, I explained the meaning of matrix, I explained how to add matrices, I also explained how to multiply matrices, and recently I released a video on multiplication of matrices, 2 by 2 matrices, 3 by 3 matrices, and every other type of matrices. Today, we are going strictly into how to calculate the determinant of 2 by 2 matrix. Now, what is a determinant? Determinant is simply a special number that can be calculated from a square matrix. Determinant is very important because it plays a big role in finding the inverse of matrix. It also plays a role in solving simultaneous equations using matrices. Now, we can look for a determinant of 3 by 3 matrices, 4 by 4, and other types of matrices. But in this video, we'll be learning how to calculate the determinants of a 2 by 2 matrix. Now, what is 2 by 2 matrix? 2 by 2 matrix is simply any matrix with 2 rows and 2 columns. If you are given this matrix A, B, C, D, this is simply the row. This way is the row. So this is the first row and this is the second row. Now when you view from the top, you get the column. This is the first column and this is the second column. So row 2, column 2 by. So that's why we say 2 by 2 matrix. Now, calculating determinant for 2 by 2 matrix is one of the sweetest things that can happen to you. Yes, because it's very sweet, straightforward, and accurate. No stress. For example, if you're asked to look for the determinant of this matrix, what you simply do is cross multiply, subtract. So I say A is equals this guy times this guy. Better still, this guy times this guy. You now say minus this guy times this guy. So it's simply, if I say determinant of this matrix, this is the symbol for determinant of matrix A. It's simply this guy times this guy. That's A times D. You now subtract minus B times C. B times C. This is simply equals AD minus BC. So A times D minus B times C. You may be wondering, why is it in letters? Let's see real life number example. Fine. Given the matrix M is equals 1, 2, 3, 4, the determinant of this matrix M determinant is simply this guy times this guy. So 1 times 4 minus 3 times 2. And don't get confused. This times this is the same thing as this times this. So anyone that comes first, that's not a problem. So you can choose to say 4 times 1 minus 2 times 3. That's not an issue because multiplication is commutative. Determinant is simply equals 1 times 4 is 4 minus 3 times 2 is 6. This is simply equals 4 minus 6, that's minus 2. So the determinant of this matrix is minus 2. So you see, it's a special number we get from these matrices. Now look at something like this. Given the matrix B is equals 1 minus 3, 4, 9. Given this matrix, the determinant is simply, determinant of B is simply 1 times 9. That's 1 times 9. You can put it in brackets to avoid confusion. Minus 4 times minus 3 or minus 3 times 4. This is simply equals 1 times 9 is 9. Minus 3 times 4 is minus 12. And recall, we already have minus here. So you say minus 12. So you should take note of this sign issue. Now we are left with 9. Minus times minus is plus. So this is plus 12. So this is simply 9 plus 12, which is 21. And how about numbers mixed with letters? Let's say if here is A, the determinant of this matrix is simply 1 times A, that's 1 times A, minus 2 times 3. This is simply A minus 6. So that is the determinant of that matrix. And while solving for the determinant of 2 by 2 matrices, take note of the signs. For example, in this kind of cases, where minus is multiplying minus, and in this type of cases, where you may be tempted to leave this minus out and use only this minus. So you have to take note of that. So these are the things you should know about the determinant of 2 by 2 matrix. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out my previous videos and more videos to come on all your topics. Thank you.